New chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
Man is it in your hand. PNM is the plan. Red and ready, hold it steady. PNM, we are one.
Is Laventille West in the house tonight? Is Laventille East Mother in the house tonight? Is Pottersburg North St. Anne's West in the house tonight? Is anybody from the People's National Movement in the house tonight? Brothers and sisters, I see my family, I see my friends, I see my neighbors, I see Laventille West, and I want to tell all you that I love all you so much. Brothers and sisters, I have a serious discussion to have with you all tonight. Because you see, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight. Allow me to recognize the Honorable Stuart Richard Young, SC MP, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. And let me tell you something about my Prime Minister. Because you see, my Prime Minister is also my big brother. Anyone who knows me and knows the events that I keep will know that this Honorable Prime Minister makes it to every single event that we have. My Prime Minister didn't need, I know Special Branch drove him here, but my Honorable Prime Minister did not need ways to find success in Laventille Secondary School. And that is why, brothers and sisters, when the night of April the 28th, 2025 reach, we will join my Prime Minister in his constituency, where our headquarters is held, in Balisier House, where we will all shout and scream, "Great is the PNM! Great is the PNM! Great is the PNM! And we shall prevail!" Brothers and sisters, allow me to recognize a gentleman who has served this country for over 30 years. A gentleman who has served with honor, with integrity, with decency. My Member of Parliament for Laventille West, the Honorable Fitzgerald Ethelbert Hines. Allow me, brothers and sisters, to recognize the Honorable Amory Brown, Minister of Foreign Affairs. Allow me to recognize, of course, my brother who is going to beat them going and coming in Laventille East and make sure they lost the deposit. A young man who we should all be well pleasing. Soon to be the Honorable Christian Birchwood. And although he is not here, brothers and sisters, allow me to recognize a brother who I hold very, very close to my heart. The Honorable Member of Parliament for Laventille East Mova, the Honorable Minister of Housing and Urban Development. My brother, we standing 10 toes down with you, brother, because great is the PNM and we love you. Allow me to recognize, I am an alderman in the Port of Spain City Corporation. Allow me to recognize my mayor, My Mayor, His Worship Chinua Allen. Deputy Political Leader of the People's National Movement, Mr. the Honorable Rohan Sinanan, Minister of Works and Transport. Allow me to recognize my campaign manager. Allow me to recognize my campaign manager and the chairman of the San Juan Laventille Regional Corporation. Of course, Alderman Richard Walcott. My councillors, members of the movement, allow me to recognize the matriarch of the People's National Movement, Auntie Joan. Mr. Indar Pastor, Ms. Irene Hines. Allow me to recognize one more person before I go. A woman who, because of her hard work, of her dedication, she was not rich with dollars and cents, but she was rich in morals and values. She is my warrior princess. She is my queen. She is my legend. And she is my mother, Shoma Bernadette Wilson. All right. Brothers and sisters, with all these salutations, allow me to get to some business here tonight. Because you see, it's Laventille West. There is no place like home. I just heard the Honorable Prime Minister make a unilateral decision and decide to extend my time by 5 minutes for the salutations. So we taking back that, Honorable Prime Minister. Brothers and sisters of Laventille West, my name is Kareem Marcelle. I am Kareem Marcelle, and I hail from the beautiful community of Beetham Gardens. I am 30 years of age. I was born, raised, and live in Beetham Gardens, which form part of the most resilient constituency in Trinidad and Tobago, Laventille West. Before I get on to deal with business that affects Trinidad and Tobago, I want to tell you about the things I intend, just some of the things I intend to do for you as your next Member of Parliament for Laventille West. Brothers and sisters, some of you may know that I am an attorney at law by profession. It is because of the community that raised me that I was able to become the first attorney at law from Beetham Gardens. Brothers and sisters, I certainly will not be the last. One of the very first things I want to commit to you, because you raised me, because when I didn't have money to go to school, I could have gone by a neighbor, I could have gone by an uncle, I could have gone in the shop by myself and trust juice and water until my mother get paid next week. Because of that, I want to tell you here today that although I am stepping into a new role, that I am committing that once every month, as your Member of Parliament, that I would offer free civil legal consultation and services to the constituency of Laventille West. If you are from Laventille West and you want to do a deed poll, make an appointment by your Member of Parliament because you send him and you raise him. Brothers and sisters, if you are having land matters and tenure issues, I am telling you, check your Member of Parliament. Brothers and sisters, on March 13, 2012, I almost lost my life to gun violence. This is a serious issue that I must address. It was my mother's birthday, I was sitting on the back. Phase 1 and 3 was warring, phase 4 and 5 on Beetham Gardens. I am seeing almost everyone who was on that bench with me. I seen Lawrence, I seen Junior, and a few others. And warring fraction, before you know it, someone who they mistake for me, who was also a neighbor that I grew up with, who just came and collect food for me. They probably tell him that he was right sitting down on a bench, ride a bike, go on his way. He's now deceased. He didn't die that night, but soon after, 5 gunmen came on the backstretch in Beetham Gardens Phase 3 and opened fire on me and, of course, my group of friends. None of us was involved in crime. None of us was involved in wrongdoing. But brothers and sisters, these are the consequences. Could you imagine, brothers and sisters, had I lost my life today? Had I lost my life that day, brothers and sisters, then Beetham Gardens would not have had its first attorney at law in 2022. Maybe at a late. I would not have been, brothers and sisters, I would not have been the first alderman in the Port of Spain City Corporation from Beetham Gardens. And I would not have been your next member of parliament. So brothers and sisters, I want to tell you that we must bond together. We must ensure a safer Laventille West. We must ensure a safer East Port of Spain. And we must ensure a safer Trinidad and Tobago. The government have put a lot of plans and programs in place. And the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, under the stewardship of our Honorable Prime Minister, is going to continue to invest in our young people. And I want to tell you, brothers and sisters, that it is because of P&M plans and policies that after that night, I was able to achieve my goals and become all that I have become, brothers and sisters. So when, brothers and sisters, I hear on the other side that they are trying to convince us by using people who look like us to tell us that the P&M has no plan and policy for our young people, then I tell them, most respectfully, Mrs. Passad Bissessa, we don't want to hear you. The UNC brothers and sisters, they're getting on as if they never won, you know. They won in 2010. But when they won in 2010, I remember as a young man in Beetham Gardens. Uncle Clayton is here? If my Uncle Clayton is here. I remember on Beetham Gardens, if you can recall, during a state of emergency, there were police buses lined up left, right, and center in the 2011 state of emergency. And anybody, you didn't have to have a look. All you had to be was black and from Beetham, Laventille, Picton, Junction, Maloney, La Hocketa, Duncan Street, Temple Street, Sealots. So when Mrs. Passad Bissessa is trying to talk to us and tell us that when she wins, we will win, we know that we must reject that, because in that state of emergency, we lose. We lose in Laventille West. We lose in Laventille East. We lose in Port of Spain North. We lose in Port of Spain South. We lose in La Hocketa. We lose in Maloney. We lose in Arima. We lose on the train line in San Fernando. So don't take that tie up. When they show you who they are the first time, believe them. Believe them, brothers and sisters. I want to tell you, brothers and sisters, that in order to foster unity within Laventille West, I pledge as your next member of parliament that I am going to engage in something called the Inter-Community Laventille West Sports and Culture Competition. And I could announce it with authority because I know that long before my Prime Minister was Prime Minister, I could have called him any hour of the night. Partner, bro, I need some sponsorship here. And because he believed in the vision for East Port of Spain, he invested heavily in a lot of my programs that we run in East Port of Spain. So I got a stamp of approval that every July-August vacation, that in Laventille West, we will bring every single community together and we will compete in football, in cricket, in netball, in basketball, in Queen Show. We will break down the borders in Laventille West. We will play football at night in Beetham. We go play basketball at night in Picton. We go play netball in Maurice Marshall Court in Chimakak. We will all be one. We will break down all the barriers because great is the PNM brothers. Because great is the PNM brothers. Because great is the people's national movement, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, if I continue listing plans here tonight, I am certain that the Prime Minister may start to get a bit worried about where the money coming from. But you have in front of you, brothers and sisters, and in the PNM's campaign, 41 candidates that is full of integrity, led by an honorable Prime Minister who I have every faith and hope in will make Trinidad and Tobago the best version of itself. I believe, brothers and sisters, in this new chapter. I, brothers and sisters, believe that in the last 10 years we are in government, that we had to spend time stabilizing the economy, building the economy, negotiating new gas deals, negotiating new oil deals. And I am saying, brothers and sisters, from an informed view, to put me to work, put your member of parliament in Laventille East to work, and put our Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago to work, the Honorable Stuart Richard Young, SC. I believe, brothers and sisters, I believe in this bold new chapter, it will be filled with hope. It will be filled with progress. I believe, brothers and sisters, that we ain't get started yet. Brothers and sisters, this new young, and pun intended, this new young team, pun intended, is going to lift the bar higher and higher. This new young team is going to lift the bar higher and higher. So I ask you in Toko Sangigandi to get on board. I ask you in Arima to get on board. I ask you in La Hoketa to get on board. I ask you in Tunapuna to get on board. I invite you, St. Joseph, to get on board. In Mayaro, I invite them to get on board. In Laventille West, I invite you to get on board. In Port of Spain North, St. Anne's West, I invite you to get on board with the People's National Movement. Have faith and confidence in this bold new chapter. Have faith and confidence in it. We are a team that is red. We are a team that is ready. We are a team that is responsible. And when on election night, brothers and sisters, when the polls are closed and the ballot box is opened and the votes are counted, brothers and sisters, I know that I would have made the right choice because I will be going right across the road in Beetham Excel Government Primary School I will be the first to vote for myself. I will be voting for myself. I will be voting for the People's National Movement. I will be voting for the new chapter. I will be voting, brothers and sisters, so that when we all come in Balize House, whether you're from East, West, South, North, Central, or Tobago, we will all sing in one clarion voice, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, and we shall prevail. Thank you, brothers.
This is a new chapter. Join us on the road to victory. On Saturday, April 19th, Tobago, meet us at the Goodwood Secondary School for the Big Red Rally. And Maruga, the People's National Movement, will be having a public meeting at St. Mary's Recreation Ground. We're red, ready, and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.